Welcome to Heaven's Mopars. Today I have a friend who is coming to pick up this 65 Dart GT. My buddy Rich, he's the guy that we're trading the Dusters. It's his friend, and my friend Rich, he's like, you know, you got to meet this guy. He's really cool. He likes Mopars. So I added him as a friend on Facebook, and on Facebook, he had seen my 65 Dart GT, my red one that I have. He's like, that's a cool car. We got to talking through Messenger, and he said, I had a Dart GT back in the day. He goes, out of curiosity, have you seen a blue Dart with a dark blue stripe on it in the Spokane area? And I was thinking, there's not many GTs or Darts I've seen with stripes on them. I showed him a picture of this one, and I said, I have this one and it has a gray stripe on it. And he goes, that's it. And except it was a dark blue stripe. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he goes, well, that was my car. He goes, you're the only person I have ever asked in years about this car. And it turns out I have it. So he is coming to get his car. I had traded a 70, I don't know what year it was, a 2000 something Dodge Avenger for this car. When I married my wife Kelly, she saw my Dart and she's like, that's a cool car. I like all the lines on it, the styles and everything. And so I traded this car for my Avenger so that she could have a 65 Dart GT. Well, it turns out later on, she's like, well, I changed my mind, I don't want it, kind of situation. This had a 318 in it when I bought it, and it had X heads on the 318, and it also had fender well exit, manifolds on it. And so I took those off. I wanted to use them on another car. However, I told Mark he could have them. So they're right here. They're hooker headers. They take them apart, like 3-piece type headers. Told Mark he could have his car back for, I wanted to make it cheap for him. So I told him like $700 and he can have the headers. Because he wants to put inner fenders back in it, but eventually. But until then, this will get him up and running until he can cross that bridge. It's been sitting for a while. But yeah, the car needs some love. Squeaky doors. Got a lot of parts in it that I need to go through here and pull out. A lot of them go with the car. But yeah, it needs some love. But it's a solid car. It needs some lower quarter panels. And hi Dandy, don't you stay down. You're a pain in the butt, dog. Fix that with no problem. On each side. Down here is not near as bad. They tried making like a race car out of it, had a fuel cell in it. In my other video, I came out here and took the fuel cell out so I could put it in my Duster. It's got a little dent in the fender. Kind of through here, needs a little bit of love. This is a miracle. These candy cane, we call them candy cane chrome. These are almost impossible to find that wrap all the way around the headlight. They're usually damaged. This is what mine looked like on my 65 Dart. It was about that flat. But my dad, he sculpted all that back and polished it up, and you can't even really tell. but they're usually busted. And but these are both there, so license plate says 98 on the front. What's it say on the back? '98. It's in Washington. And it's got a dent there. I put this tire on here to hold the trunk lid down. It's just not working, but it's there. I packed it full of parts. I gotta get all this out of here because I'd like to keep it. If there's anything here that he needs, like tail lights, I'll make sure he gets some of those if I have them. I'll do what I can to make this a complete car. It's got all the chrome on it everywhere. It's in real nice shape. So yeah, here we go. Mark will be here probably in about half an hour. He's driving all the way from, I forget where, Colorado, I think, to come pick up the car. I'll let him say where he's from. See if I can, I'll ask him if he wants to be on camera. And if not, I'll edit it later. Need this piece of chrome. Yeah, here we go. They're here. I haven't even met him yet, but we were talking on the phone. Okay, good enough for now.
There's one over there.
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
I got you recording. Is it okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just for a minute or two? I at least wanted to meet you. I'm gonna do a little story about you in the car. Welcome to your car. Got your first looks and all that fun stuff.
35 years.
35 years? Awesome. Yeah, I was wondering how long it's been. So yeah, I'll let you look at it.
Lug nuts too, because I'm gonna change the wheel.
I got a lug wrench and a jack, and
okay.
And if
I brought some stuff too. I was gonna pull up to your driveway where it's a little better ground.
I'll get my pickup and tow it up there.
That would help. I got a strap too. Either way, so yeah. I can get my car out of the way in a minute. So yeah, I went. I didn't really like the baby blue or sky blue or whatever it is. So I went down to Napa, got a can of primer and candy apple blue.
Oh, nice.
And taped it off. I scuffed it with some sandpaper and painted it, and so that's why it's gray, is the candy apple was never clear coated and just, you know, wore it off of the car.
I see.
But if you wash this car and wax it, I think right here, and I think here or maybe up here, and one on the trunk, you can see a silhouette of the old Daisy bathtub stickers where you don't slip, where somebody had stuck them to the car before I had it. So it was definitely a hippie car.
That's funny.
But yeah, and I don't remember these mirrors, but it's definitely my old car.
Can you explain the door?
Oh, the
light inside the...
Yeah, they were in it when I got it. I never knew where they came from, but I liked them. You open the door and the red one shines back, and the clear one or white one shines into the car, and I thought that was pretty cool.
What were they from?
Well, I only learned a couple of weeks ago that a friend of mine's a Ford guy, and he said they're out of a '65 Lincoln. But they worked and I liked them, so unless there was a hole in the door panel, I looked at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I drove this thing all over. It's been to the Washington coast and back to Spokane several times, and shoot, I used to jump this car.
jump it.
Yeah, it never hurt it. I've never had any trouble. I guess one time a motor mount broke and it came up and sliced my radiator hose. And, you know, changed the motor mount, changed the hose, no big deal.
And when you had it, they didn't have the fender headers in it?
None of that was cut up.
The guy I got it from apparently did that.
Yeah, and you know, Chrysler never really painted their engine bays black, so somebody did that before I had it.
Yeah, you can see it all just nasty. Put these little chrome pieces there.
Oh.
Dress it up a little.
I'm gonna wash it and run it sweaty for a little while.
What color do you want to paint it?
So, thing is, my dad had a 65 GT before I was born. Bought it new. It was in the Army down in Fort Carson. I don't know if he bought it there or Seattle, but it was midnight blue, baby moons on it. It was a 273 4-speed car, and he ended up trading that in for a 69 RT V5 blue Charger with a 440 4-speed sure grip. And
Wow.
yeah, of course the old bias ply tires. He said you can be going down the freeway and just punch it in 4th gear and the tires would just start spinning.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he bought that when I was about a year old, and
Those polyglass tires, they just
smoke.
went up in smoke in a
They
hurry.
smoke really good. Between Spokane and Port Orchard, Washington, I got 7 tickets in 3 days in this car.
In 3 days. 7 tickets.
Yep. These work pretty good. It's my first time really using this big one.
Oh yeah? I grabbed one of those too. Grabbed an earthquake one for the L700 over there.
Oh yeah.
To change them big old lugs on that thing.
Hopefully we can let it down.
Putting the better wheels on it. Instead of those tiny little things. He's got lights for it to tow it on the tow dolly. It's getting it ready. So now we're gonna go get the transmission. It's in the garage over here. It's a cable shift transmission that goes with the car.
There's one of those at the Montpelier dump.
One of these is in a dump?
Yeah.
Really?
I think it's a diesel.
Diesel?
Yeah, the engine's white. It's like an inline six. So it takes 2 cables? Oh, this is a Speedo. So this is just the cable for the shifter. So I have to take something off on mine to put this on there, huh?
I see my wife down here. This was the car I got for her. So if I would not have traded my car, my Dodge Avenger, for this,
Yeah.
you would never have seen your car
But
again.
now I've got a 70 Swinger.
But yeah, we got a different car for her now, a 70 Dart Swinger.
I had a 70 Swinger.
I mean, I love the GTs, don't get me wrong, but his is enough, so.
Okay, next he's gonna back the vehicle up so I can pull straight in there. Then we're going so that there's kind of a little hill here. That way we can take the Dart and get it up on there. Use the hill to our advantage. Perfect. It's on a hill. That's why I don't feel bad not pushing. To the floor?
Yeah, it was stuck all the way up.
Over this way, toward me. That was easy. Where's my button? Okay. Well, have the straps back on, we'll be good to go. And that way you can pull forward through there, circle around the barn, and come right back up here and be on his way. Oh yeah, title. We'll go get the title for you, Mark.
13-inch tires.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna keep the 13-inch ones. And the transmission, Mark said he didn't need it because he's going with the 727, but the things are different, so the shifting and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't in the Navy. I was in the Boy Scouts, but I don't remember. I don't remember a course on tying up U-Haul wires.
Hey Mom, say that again. The dart's going home.
Yeah, it's going home.
Mark says after 35 years. So did you own it? I'm not good at math. 98?
No.
35 years beyond that.
My brain's foggy, but I think that's the same plate. I don't know. No, because look, there's not enough stick. Well, neither there is. But I did see it. I did see it around Spokane a few times and out in the valley. Somebody lived kind of near the mall, and I knew it had fender well headers and something else. I don't know, but I never talked to the guy. But somebody got it from me that's connected with Bruce and Brian at B&B Hobby.
Oh yeah, I know them.
And there was a kid driving it, and I saw him, and he blew the engine up and had to get another engine. And then it went to the guy in the valley. After that, I never saw it. But yeah.
Small world.
You're not, no.
I'll give you the title, Mark. There you go.
You got a bill of sale in there?
Yeah, I'll write you one.
It's gonna do well. It doesn't bounce. I mean, I pushed on the shocks a little bit. It's gonna be, and I put new tires on those wheels. I think we're good.
And the weather is good. So.
Yeah, where are you heading back to?
This is gonna be in Montpelier, Idaho, at my other house. We'll stay the night there and then head to Rock Springs in the morning.
Nice. We'll have fun with it.
I think I'll stay to this side of it. I think we'll be all right.
I'm sure we'll be keeping in touch so I can see the transformation of it.
Oh yeah. And then the Duster.
Oh yeah, the Duster too.
He hasn't told me how much.
Awesome. We'll have fun. Be safe, man. There's kind of a big drop off right there. Yeah, driving through the field. Stay here. Last thing they need to do is worrying about running over some dogs. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Yeah, have fun. Reunited again.